Previously on Tekken.
Oh, why the hell did that whiff?
So this is a matchmaking surprise. It put me against a Brawler, which is an 8th Dan. That is 5 ranks higher than me. I have it on the default search conditions, and there are plenty of people online, so I didn't expect this. But I, for one, welcome this, because I do miss playing people around my skill level. But I still have to climb out. But of course, it's harder to climb out when there's a bigger difference in rank. For those who don't know, you gain and lose the most points when your opponent is closer in rank. And the further you are, even if you're randomly facing higher level opponents, you'll rank up slower. Right now, I'm trying to think which character I should make for a punishment video, because I generally make them to help myself. And before, Lars would run a train on me back in Tekken 6 and tag 2 times. But now, it's #BuffLars. I haven't seen too many of a particular character yet, and it's early in the rankings to know who I have trouble with. I could always just put Paul or Gigas since I know those two the best. I think somewhere in the comment section someone did mention that I should do a video on Asuka, so probably her. The only downside of making those videos though is that it's an all-day endeavor. First, I have to study the frame data of the moves, and then use the frame data of the punishes. After recording each punishable interaction, I go into the move list and then I have to screenshot each move. Then I cut those in my photo editing program, and then I add the negative frames on each panel. And that is the part that is the most tedious. And then finally I put it all together in the video editing program with some music, and then voila! Now, speaking of uploading to YouTube, I have heard that they have a new policy where they will demonetize all channels that doesn't have 1,000 subscribers and has less than 4,000 hours of watch time in the past year. And it's a kind of a strange move, and I can only try to infer like why they made such a decision. One, it's expensive to move money around. With all accounts moving money, it costs YouTube money for every account. There are more spreadsheets and more numbers to crunch. Like Patreon actually try to do away with small donations because each separate transaction costs them money, but that didn't really go well, so they didn't go through with that. Another reason is the fly-by-night YouTube accounts that just like rip off other people's content and then make it their own. You might have seen some of these, like they'll stream Rick and Morty episodes, or they'll have some movie streaming, and they usually will get away with it because the content ID matches currently don't do streams. And they can usually last about like a few months before they get shut down. There were channels that like uploaded sped up episodes of The Simpsons, and then like only like manual interventions shut those channels down. And what those channels have in common is that they usually have a lot of views, but a low amount of subscribers. It's because they're not uploading like new things. They just upload everything in one go, try to get as many views, and then run with the money before they're caught. And nobody's gonna subscribe to them, because you know, you and I know that they're gonna be shut down eventually. A third reason I could think of is to prevent like one video channels that usually just gathers all the small videos and then compiles them together. And you've probably seen like a lot of these. Like you've probably seen Vine compilations or animals doing funny things. And generally when they compile them together, you can see like all the various watermarks of the channels they were taken from combined together. They generally don't have many subscribers either. Now, you're probably hearing this thinking I'm on board with this, but I'm leaning to a mostly no. I think it's going to hurt in the long run because of the subject matter. And what I mean by that was, I was looking for a tutorial earlier on how to make a superhero mask out of craft foam paper. Now there was this one video, it was just 2 minutes long, and it was perfect. It told me everything I needed to know, and it was very concise. Now there were other videos out there, but I noticed they were over 10 minutes. They were packed with a lot of fluff, and that's just ridiculous. Like they have the intro, then they talk about conventions, costumes themselves, then they just try to pad that video as long as they can until it hits that magical 10-minute mark, because there's better ad revenue when you get longer videos. If you do short how-to videos, then you're probably going to get more subscribers, but it's less likely you're going to hit that view mark to be partnered with YouTube. Even though there's motivation now to hit 10 minutes, this is going to give even more motivation to pad those videos even longer with stuff. Like, there was this Photoshop tutorial I was watching, and then this guy had an intro and didn't actually get into Photoshop until the 3rd minute mark. And then when it hit 8 minutes, his outro started playing, and he didn't even finish yet. Then I realized that he split his video into 2 10-minute videos. That was super annoying. Like, even the second video had the exact same 3-minute intro. And then I fear now that like the 10-minute videos are now going to become 15 videos with just padding. Another thing is, if you ever want to leave your job and try your hand as a YouTube creator, then you can't, because you're going to be in it for a long haul. Unless you hit like something viral. You're going to have to do this for like a whole year just to hit the 1,000 subscriber mark and hope that you're past the 4,000 hours watch mark. Because then any views that you got that is older than a year will not count. If you're wondering, I actually barely made it through both thresholds, so I didn't get that letter. Another thing I'm worried about is that I watch a lot of YouTube, and YouTube has lost a lot of people that I used to watch. There are quite a few channels that I'm subscribed to that hasn't uploaded anything in years. The adpocalypse happened twice over, and it cut a lot of revenue from people, especially since their ad review system is automated. Like, for example, I made the top 10 Tekken characters and then the 5 worst Tekken characters video. And somehow the system flagged the top 10 Tekken characters as not suitable for all audiences, while the 5 worst video is still good. And I still can't for the life of me figure out what is it that possibly could separate the 2 videos. I mean, I figured that if they're gonna flag one, that it would be the other one. Also, I heard that videos will not fully be removed of ads, even if they are not earning money for the creator. Now, this one, I'm not fully sure about, and we're gonna have to wait till February to see. I do know that I have an option to turn on ads for videos that are not monetized, but why would I ever do that? Every time a YouTube policy comes into play, people generally find ways around it, so we're just gonna have to wait and see what the workaround might be this time. And when I say workarounds, people usually figure out something where it either becomes widely known knowledge or YouTube finds a way to shut it down. Like for a bit, there used to be reaction videos where it'll show up in like the suggested links a lot. And when I say reaction videos, they were like RE colon videos to show up as a way for people to talk about what video they watched, and it got abused really badly. Like, some channels will find like a popular video or something that went viral, and they'll make a reply video, and then the thumbnail is usually them with the camera angled up showing a lot of cleavage. And I'm pretty sure it worked alright. I'm pretty positive that those women made out like bandits before the suggested videos got changed. Then, the content ID matches. When they were introduced, people started claiming videos left and right, and they'll just upload like the most ridiculous things. Like, they will upload like a motorcycle revving or TV static, just various common sounds that could occur. One of my own videos got flagged for Kuma's ending in Tekken 4, and none of the other endings, just that one. So after a while, a lot of the frivolous ones managed to disappear, but I heard currently like even putting a video with white noise can get you content ID flagged. People are asking like what other websites they could go to, but you know, we know that there's nothing that's gonna be big as YouTube for like a really long time. Like, YouTube runs at a loss, and I'm not sure what other companies are willing to go that route. There is Twitch for video gaming, but it's not the same. I mean, I go to Twitch to watch live streams, and then I'll go to YouTube to watch constructed content like how-to videos. Like, I'm not gonna find a how to make a superhero mask on Twitch. Now, like the video you're watching right now, it's never gonna be on Twitch. It's too hard for me to talk about things live while playing Tekken. I mean, it takes all my attention away. And even if I somehow manage to do it, the video will eventually disappear. Well, actually, I'm not sure about that. I'm not on Twitch, so I don't really know. But I remember before that your videos would eventually disappear. I think it was like after 2 months. Now, YouTube partnerships might be a workaround. I'm not actually too positive on that. But if it is a workaround, then there is a downside, is that they usually will take some cut of revenue. I used to be partnered with Freedom before, and they took a 40% cut from anything you earn, and that's a lot. So you only keep 60%. I know there's companies like Curse, and I believe the last time I checked, they take 10%. But in all honesty, when I was with Freedom, they didn't really do much, and I'm not sure if it was worth giving them that cut. But for now, if YouTube decides to continue this policy with 1,000 subscribers, it might be the only recourse that some people might have. Wow, I'm actually watching this match right now, and I am down by 2. So if anybody else is watching this, you guys know that, like, wow, this what is Icicle doing? So after that happened, I tried to wake up, because I was just like, there's no way this guy just got 2 rounds on me. I can't lose now. So I just like push him into the corner and just do everything that I can, so that way this guy doesn't get a attack on me. This skin that I put on, I try to make him look like Mega Man, but this is not Mega Man. Well, I tried my best. I think that guy keeps getting hit by the second move because he's trying to interrupt it. And in all honesty, I'm not sure if it's interruptible, but I think I'll test it out. It might be, you might be able to jab in between, but don't hold me to that. I will test it out myself. Now, luckily, I get that big launch, and I've got that big launch like done on like many people. The second hit is a high, and I don't think I've seen anyone duck it yet. Alright, it's pretty close. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about the second part. And you know what? You know how this is gonna end? I don't want to deal with it. Just eat the unblockable, and then I'll take my win. Alright, so that's the video. Thanks for listening to me ramble about the new YouTube partnership policy or whatever they're trying to do. And if you're trying to get on YouTube, I hope you guys find your way. Oh, I didn't mean to say that meme. Crap. Or they announced the release date for season 2, which is coming, by the way.